And welcome back, everyone, to the Democratic Saga with the Banner Saga 3. I'm your caravan leader, the voice of Dog, with my trusted advisor, a raving loon. Welcome. Day 9, Rook Story. Ruggah is dead. The king is dead.
Finally.
A large power vacuum has been created in Arborang, the last human city. Wait, did the game not save after we... Okay, so here's a little
We
recap
get to
for
do
you
it
guys.
again.
Yeah. You guys don't get to make this decision. You already made this decision. Let's relive this segment. This is good. The king just died.
Just died of poison.
Because Ruggah stabbed him during the peace treaty negotiations in the second game.
And Ruggah's allies are in the middle of turning against the city guard to try and seize the throne.
Now.
While the Dredge army is actively assaulting the walls.
An extremely inopportune time to make a power play. And Ruggah revealed that the poison had no cure, that the king was dead from the beginning, that there was nothing we could do, that it was completely futile.
Because he used a poison that affects the mind. And all the Orthodox official wizards cannot do mind magic. It's highly illegal.
If
So
Juno
they'd
were
never find
here,
it.
if Juno were here, she might have been able to do something, because she doesn't care about... She will use her powers. Because she is already dead? Slash alive? Slash dead? Slash alive again? We punched Ruggah. I remember you guys just punched him. So that's, yeah, we hit him. Ruggah had one last piece of, like, populist speech for us, which was just completely ineffective. Like we're too angry at you. I'm sorry. You're talking to the wrong people for this pitch.
I'm representing the people you always ignore. Small town popular dude that everyone respects. Caravan dad.
Okay. I'm glad that we get to hear the sound effects, because I usually end up talking over them when I narrate. I gotta be careful about that. Oddleaf tries to stop us in the last at the last moment, but it's like, no. That was more visceral than Bellower snapping Alet's spine, which is what happens in the first game.
By the way.
By the way, they're ready with the barrels. So Oddleaf has been hatching a scheme of sorts. Civil Twilight, thank you for the sub with Twitch Prime. Welcome. Okay, here we are. Where we left off. 720 clansmen, 255 fighters.
All of our Varl are absent because they are participating in the scheme.
Yes. Ludin, how are you doing? Your dad just died, and you're the king of men now, I guess. You get the distinct feeling their time together was strained. Ludin being the king now? Ludin doesn't want to make decisions for us. Ludin waits quietly for your response. Okay, so we can ask all of these, so we can just go down.
He's been with us this whole time. We have his respect.
Yeah, yeah, we've had a good relationship with him despite our early difficulties. Did Ludin even have the beard when we started? I don't think he did.
No, I think he was beardless way back at the beginning.
Yeah, there a lot of the character portraits do change over time. I really like that. He did have some he did make some okay decisions towards the end. He let everyone into the walls. That was probably a better decision than continuing to fight, even though you're letting your enemies in. Are you giving up your birthright? Or do you just not care? We still cling to these banners because men follow deeds, not blood. Don't look so surprised. Everything Rook did, he did it out of necessity, not privilege. It's a burden I don't envy anymore, says Ludin. I don't want that burden. It sucks. I've seen it. It doesn't do any good for you.
Become king of the last surviving society at the end of the world? Nah, decline. Pass.
Nah.
I'm good.
What are you gonna do now? He still has some privilege. I mean, I would hope so. Every Mender in Manahar has been ordered to Arborang. That's probably good. We need some kind of solution for this darkness. How's that going? Thanks, Yrsa. Slow and stumbling. So there are menders, and those are people that, you know, can do things, have some knowledge, but then there's the Volca, like Juno and Ivan, and they're on another level. The Volca all stayed in Manahar, and I bet they're all dead now. Except for Juno, Ivan, and probably Zephyr. Not like we can go check on them. Alright, good talk, Ludin. Ludin knows even if I wanted to rule now, it would be a struggle. It's not worth it right now. We have bigger problems. What about when all this is over? Ludin wants the people to make a decision. Alright. We need to go up against Ruin now. Although I don't know if I'll be taking either of them. Depends on who's injured right now. You imagine a resemblance between the two you hadn't seen before, but you leave it unsaid and turn your thoughts to the battle to come. So that, I think, is the only line that may indicate anything about their relationship. I think they might be related, Yrsa and Ludin. Still got that warrior beret here that I'm not going to use for a very long time. Probably not going to get. Still got those knots. Sister or cousin seems like the logical thing. Let's see, how is our team doing right now? Okay. Alright, this isn't... This isn't bad. Although we don't have...
one day of injury on Broken Oddleaf. That's manageable.
Yeah, that's not worth resting for. And we have Petrus, and I think they're going to give us our Varl back for the fight against Ruin. So, here we go. Nets have been wrapped around the barrels of oil, and horseborn wait at the ready, prepared to deliver them at a moment's notice. Scout trots nervously atop the walls. That must be every oil barrel in the city, Oddleaf says, looking at the full nets. Couldn't have gotten half this many without the Varl. Yrsa is preparing several archers with flaming arrows. She looks the happiest you've ever seen her. Let's hope this works, she says. The anchor comes again, a dark streak. The horseborn are already gone, pulling along the netting. Where the obsidian hook punches through the wall, they heave the barrels over top. The net catches and is pulled back towards Ruin. Now, shouts Yrsa. Licks of fire flit through the air like fireflies buzzing into the night, gently floating. Down. Down. An explosion rips into the battlefield, rattling the earth and engulfing the sunder, blowing dirt and dust into the sky. Cheers erupt spontaneously all the way down the walls. Even the dredge have stopped their assault to watch. Is it done, you wonder? As the dust finally thins, you see Ruin rising, staggering. Cheering dies in throats. She's wounded, Oddleaf cries. We have to finish it now. Come, you hear shouted from the ground below. Canary flings her hair back and smiles. Her horseborn look ready to run. We go quickly. Oddleaf stifles an ecstatic gasp when she realizes what Canary intends. You scramble onto horseborn back, soon finding yourself racing through hordes of dredge you would have crashed against on foot. But the dredge come in endless waves, eventually slowing you to a crawl. They surround you from all sides until all you can see are black stone and yellow eyes. Over your shoulder you hear the heavy clang of metal on black armor, and the Varl shove past with fire in their eyes. Up, Hunter. We'll find the path this time, Hakon crows. Then, over the din of battle, a drumming rhythm draws your attention. To your right, a cloud of dust is rising, approaching swiftly until it collides with the army of dredge, tossing bodies into the air. Alright. Our Varl have 1 day of injury. Well.
Workable.
Workable. Here's how it's gonna go. Aleo, you can take a rest. I may want to leave Oddleaf. I don't know. Should I leave Oddleaf out of this one? Puncture. Does Yrsa also have puncture? She does, but she also has less strength. Oddleaf is probably better for this job at the moment. Oh, Petrus. Hey, what's up? Yes, the menu isn't bugging out this time. I fixed everything. Maybe. We'll see.
Probably.
Well, one thing I did was we're down to 30 frames a second. That's the big change, and I also changed the rendering, the way it's rendered. The way the stream is rendering, not the way the recording is rendering, because those are two different processes. And it's yeah. I won't get bogged down talking about tech stuff. What to do with these points? Could give Mogar another 2 move, 2 strength resist, 3 break. Oh right, I was gonna give this to Mogar. Oh, but he needs an extra kill. That's why I didn't give it to him. Yeah, I'd rather show off the animations than, This team seems okay. I'm okay with this. Rook has a lot of movement, some strength resist, and a lot of break. And so does Oddleaf, right? No, she's got extra armor, break talents, and extra range distance. Alright. No use sitting around pontificating. Our first fight today. Oh boy. It's on fire.
No, let's take a look at our VIP here.
19 and 15. Maxed out at 25 and 23.
Pushes back all adjacent units on start of her turn.
So she also has regenerative abilities. This is the main problem with this fight, is that we've got to get rid of her quickly. I'm pretty sure the fight ends when we kill her. So the rest of these units don't matter as much. However, she has range. She has a lot of range. These guys have very low armor, so I could eliminate them with a with spin to win, which I think will be my first move for Hakon. You've got strength resist, so you can walk right through this fire. And so does Rook. Rook can walk right through this fire. And so does Petrus. Petrus can walk through this armor. Hakon is going to crush these guys and then maybe try to go up in this direction. He also has strength resist. Man, I'm really big on strength resist, aren't I? Hello? Hello! What's up?
I haven't swung a hammer in a century, but that doesn't mean I have forgotten how.
It's Ubin. He's back. He brought horse friends. Now, Krumer's with Team B. Okay, so this... Alright, so I have 2 Varl to go against this group here. This is good. I forgot about that part. I'm glad this happens. Ubin has not fought in either game, but he's really good. He has Tempest. He gives extra strength to adjacent allies, and also he can
mark target.
He can mark target. He's just a strong character in general. She's trying to regen. Okay, we've got a Cantref and a Tulu. That's one of each kind of horse here. These horses aren't going to be terribly useful at 9 and 9, but we do have Pin? How much range does that have? 1, 2, 3, 4? You stay there. Yeah, that's to be expected. Oh, Mew Kick is not strong enough. Well, you know what? Just stand in front of them. Yep, there goes both my Horseborn, severely damaged. Alright, we need to move forward quickly. Large dog. Man, she's already up to 27-23. She heals very fast. Reinforcements, please. We need to get some damage up on her. We need to get up there fast. $12 damage. She has effectively no armor right now?
Or does, like, the field have its own...
Oh, the field might have its own strength. Let's see.
Yeah, there you go, showing up when you mouse over.
Okay. I forget how this fight was not terribly difficult because I really collapsed on her early as I could. And that's a lot of strength. Canary takes a massive hit. Alright, Rook, you've got strength damage, strength resist, so you can walk through fire. You need to get in place for a mark, I guess, don't you? He also has break, doesn't he? Yeah. A lot of break damage. Okay. Oddleaf cannot walk in fire. Let's get her to move around the fire. Large dog can walk through allies, so I don't know if I can really predict where they're gonna go. Should just get armor off of that thing. Yes. You know what? How many targets can I hit here?
The value. Spin through everything.
It seems like the best choice is to hit these three. Yeah. Yeah, that's not bad. It's not bad, I guess. It's okay. Canary's gonna die. No, we're good. Ubin's break is at 4. That's nice. Oh! That's why it's so good. Can we do this? It won't matter, though, because all of our characters that can hit him will not be able to do damage. But later. Later on. Here we go. Bringing pain. Pain is being brought.
Pain has arrived.
Man, this dog is in my way. Can I run through? If I go here, can I run through? Yeah, let's do it. Nice! Jesus! Absolutely excellent critical.
Alright, we might be fine.
Yeah, I think we got this. You just get out of here. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Hang on a sec. What?
Gravity orb.
Man, I didn't see that attack last time, but that's on you. I'm sorry. Okay, the fight is not over. We still have to win. I was mistaken. That's fine. We're on... Wait a minute. Oh, it's a Shatterstone. Okay. Alright, Oddleaf, you go over here where it's a bit more safe. Yeah, good spin. Okay, select this guy, clockwise from him. We'll get those two. And, yeah. That nice splash damage. Oh, look who was in range. Didn't even know you were in the neighborhood, but you were. It seems more cost-effective to spin rather than to reveal weakness right now. That's not going to save you. Dog. Get rid of dog. This guy's still holding on. Good for him. Oh, right. Shatterstone. Yeah, okay. I killed myself by hitting him. My bad. Where is Rook? Oh, there he is. Okay. We got a horn, but we honestly haven't needed it. The way this fight's going. We're doing pretty okay. Oh, perfect. Very good. Yes. Goodbye. Ubin tore that battle up.
Nicely done.
A very lucky crit on the boss gave me a huge advantage.
And just the one injury for it.
Yeah, just one injury, which I can replace Canary. I would say Canary is useful, but not as integral to my strategies as Mogar or Hakon are. So that cost us some supplies. We've got 5 days of supplies. 5 days to live, guys, until we start starving. Let the tales tell you, a humble hunter from a small forest town stood against not one, but two Sunder. Now ruin lies dead at your feet. Dredge keep their distance as you limp back to the city. The people of Arborang watch silently from behind the walls, afraid to believe what they see. Suddenly cheers ring out around you, rising into a chorus of adulation, even if a few dour clansmen stare with hard eyes, most likely Ruggah's loyalists. They're chanting your name, Oddleaf grins. You reply only because they don't know yours yet. 34 renown. Hours pass since the siege. You find Oddleaf on the ramparts, looking out into the distance. That darkness seems to be getting kind of close, huh? Has Oddleaf been a little crazy? Now, for some reason you're just joining us here, you vote with exclamation point and a number 1 through 6. Number 1, I wish you would tell me before you take risks. Number 2, no, I wouldn't have you any other way. Number 3, you do seem to be taking charge lately. What's changed? It looks like we're converging on number 3. Yeah, you seem to be destroying all of your enemies with great efficiency lately. What's the deal? Also, that plan more or less worked. I mean, that boss seems a bit easy to chump. Just a bit. Because they don't have a lot of support. Alright, number 3 has taken it. What has changed? Was hoping you wouldn't notice. I feel like I'm the only one arguing with stubborn men with for the greater good. They have words for women like that. Wears you down. You hear the shuffle of large footsteps joining you. We'll deal with it, whatever it is. Also, hi.
Saga. We will deal.
I was trying to turn the phrase of our bones the hills into we will deal, but it's just not coming to me.
Our bones will deal.
Of our problems, we will deal. So Ubin is back from the horse lands down south. He learned their language. Does that mean he learned how to move around nervously?
Finally, we have a dictionary of all the stomps.
of all the like ear twitches and stuff. Good, finally. He's got a cane that he just stomps with, like, you know, without rhythm, and they understand it. That would be a good idea, actually. The short of it is that the Dredge are also in the south, as many as there are here. You look over the wall's edge where the Dredge have withdrawn in the absence of ruin. They mill aimlessly. Do we, well, number one, yell at them over the walls? Number two, why give up? They've still got the numbers to overwhelm. Why just give up? They've still got the numbers to overwhelm us. Number three, I'm glad I can rest right now. I'm tired. People are not trying to antagonize the Dredge. At this point, the Dredge do not feel as much as... The Dredge do not feel like the bad guys in this scenario. At this point in the game. It was a lot more vague early on when their motivations were a lot more mysterious, but now you know that they don't have any great motivations other than they just don't want to die. And they don't have any choice.
They are rivals more than enemies.
Yeah. And now we are fighting for the same plot of land, because that's all we've got left. Two has squarely taken it. Why give up? They've still got the numbers to overwhelm us. Not sure they were ever into this fight to begin with. A new sound slowly begins to take its place, a warbling moan that fills you with unease and makes your hair stand on end. Should we be worried about this? It's almost as if they're crying. This is worse than the silence. Chapter 19. Well, how is Team B doing inside the Void Wall? Last time we played as Team B, we got into a couple of fights, and it was, rather tough. This team's gonna have some trouble. Look out, you bark. Bolverk has been gaining ground on the caravan since fleeing Strand, but now he's in a full-on sprint. An axe flies towards Ivan's head, clanging off Folka's shield at the last moment. Static crackles. Bolts of lightning rip into the ground, tossing clouds of soot high into the air, but it clears to reveal no body. You can feel Bolverk watching malevolently from afar, and his warped army turns, disappearing behind a hill. At least he seems to remember the sting, Ivan huffs. Folka shakes her head, picking up the engraved axe Bolverk threw. This is a prized possession made from his own horn. The only reason he'd throw it is because he thought he could end this here and now. So, Bolverk got close enough, and he threw one of his axes, and now he's only got one. The other one's with us now. She hangs the axe on her belt and stares out into the darkness. I'm more worried about a bulwark I can't see than one I can.
So something I didn't get a chance to notice the first time we were with this caravan. No population, no supplies. We're just in this until it's over.
Yep. There is no food, there is no nothing. We just need to get to the end and do a thing. Some of us still need to sleep, Folka blurts, eyeing Juno. You haven't rested since leaving Strand. If I know Bulwark, that's what he's waiting for. He's going to tire us out before bringing down the other acts. Juno replies, I cannot sense the warp approaching. We will rest little and lightly. The ravens chafed at being told what to do. Folka is clearly preparing to say something. Number 1, encourage a full rest, only a few sleeping at a time. Number 2, let Folka make the call. Number 3, support Juno and keep rest to a minimum. Sorry, need to... Hold on. End the poll, clear the vote, and start again now. Your votes have been reset. Looks like 2 is squarely ahead to let Folka make the call. How much time do we have to rest? Just because we don't have supplies doesn't mean there isn't very little time left. We'll let Folka decide. Count on an attack tonight, Folka says. You seek out a rocky outcropping that covers as much as your back as possible. Everyone but the lookouts sleep now, she says, so we're rested when it comes. As Folka expected, the warped come. Bulwark is nowhere in sight, but you can't shake the feeling he's watching. We were ready for the attack. Good call. Good call. So, who's gonna fight? Who are we gonna use this time?
Well, I know who I want to see on the field.
Yeah, let's put in Apostate. Ivor and Folka are probably a given. Ollie is a good choice. Sigbjorn or Krumer would be a good choice. We've also got. Now, mind you, we're gonna have more than one fight here. Well, not right this second. We may not have more than one fight here, but we're not gonna get a lot of chance to rest in B team land here. We're gonna be pretty on our toes a lot. We've got to be careful about who we use. Ekil, you haven't done anything in a long time. Apostate has Rupture, which I see. We can just cause Dredge to explode if they're weak enough. And the other one is the one that we can increase our strength greatly at the cost of armor. And also his physical attacks cause poison. So that's interesting. Oh, he's got points too. Let's give him that. I guess we should give him regen willpower. Alright, so we've got one wizard. Oh, you should probably take another one of these dudes. Maybe Sigbjorn could help out here. Give him some bonus crit chance here. Yeah, I like this team. Do we have anything else that increases strength? Yes. All right. All right, Void team, let's do it. Nah, it's not really. This team doesn't have as good a loadout for trinkets. Oh my. Is that a void bear? I think that's a void bear. Warped bear.
Good thing it only has 5 will.
Okay, so
They
only
don't seem to have 5 will.
only the human targets have that.
Don't have the endurance ability. Alright.
Only the... Yeah, only humans, not Dredge. Okay, that was... Yeah, because that... I thought that was every warped enemy, which would be kind of awful. There's a lot of enemies here.
So let's try to identify more of that, because there's some other features they have. Some of them have will draining regular attacks. Is that a warped Varl thing, then?
Yes. Yeah, that seems to be it. So, warped Varl will drain willpower on attack and give it to themselves, and Dredge, the bear, has just a random effect per turn. Just also explodes on death. Okay. The warp slingers explode on death and give surrounding enemies 3 will. That could be bad if that works against me, but usually those guys end up all over the place. No, you know what? You have less armor. You're gonna go on this end. So I guess my question is, do I go for the umbrage? Do I give myself 5 extra strength and subtract 4 armor? Or maybe I should wait later in the battle to do that.
Get ready to use that when you have an opportunity to have Volca guard whoever you're buffing.
Yeah. Let's not move too far up this turn. Only 1 damage. Not worth it. Ekiel has Axe Storm, but he's not as accurate as Ollie. Excellent. Very good. Perfect. Wonderful. Amazing. Wonderful. Apostate does not have a lot of movement, does he? Apostate cannot do anything right now. Alright, good. Nice crit. One down. Alright, I'll take it. Enemy's positioning has kind of left them in a bad spot, so I'm kind of taking advantage of that. Can I Axe Storm successfully? Let's do it. Yeah, crit! Yeah, double crit! He is dead. Apostate will continue to sit around.
This might be a good time to break out the buff.
Now? Too late. Oh, okay, that's a big hit. Bear.
Poison.
Bear poison? Warping. What? -1 strength, -1 armor, -1 will, or +1 strength.
+1 strength.
Okay.
Random effect.
Alright. Start to hurt this bear. This bear is gonna be a problem. Alright, gonna have to walk through this this void, but I will get a Tempest out of it. I do have the orb. I forgot about the orb. I always forget about the orb because I just don't like it as much. Yeah, that is a good... There is some value there, right?
Yeah, you got a 3 chain for the orb.
Yeah, that's good. Poke this bear. Ivor is down. Ekil.
Mad.
Mad. Nice. Very good. Continue to be mad.
And there's a 2 chain for the orb.
Yes. It's limited by the character you're currently selected as. So you have to be in range of your target. So I could do it with Apostate, probably. Unless someone move. No, they're not going to move. All right, Ollie. Do it again, but this time. Bear. Good. Good. Yeah! Okay, now Apostate is going to do it. -4 armor, +5 strength. That's your move? Yeah.
3 for 1 with the orb.
Yeah, good orb. This guy will go down. Orb is doing a ton of work in this fight, I have to say. It usually does not work out this well for me. And We're doing quite okay, I have to say, at the moment. Go ahead, take your willpower. It won't save you. Alright, there's a hit on that kill, finally. You're gonna go after this guy. Alright, starting to run out of willpower, but the fight is starting to wind down, so... And we're about to get a huge buff in strength. There it is. And Apostate... Oh no, Apostate is not his turn yet. Oh, Echo lost all that strength. Shame. Bad timing. However, Sigbjorn. However, Folka. No willpower on Folka, but...
Yeah, that's the thing to do with Apostate. Is you get to skip through that usual endgame phase where everyone's really tired and barely scraping away at each other. You get that second wind and then you use it to finish the job.
Yeah, unfortunately, worked against me there. Ekil's injured. That sucks. It's alright, we've got other characters. Hey, Apostate, get that hit in there. Get that kill in there, finish him off. Second wave? No. We don't have nearly enough armor.
I think this team is only going to get items as prizes from events.
Yeah, yeah, they're only going to get it from, like, fighting a bunch of waves in a row, which, man, you're asking me to kill myself. Folka called it. When the Warped came, they came hard. There's no doubt anymore that Bolver has some kind of command over them. Folka comes stomping towards you and Juno, flickering smoldering black ash from her shield. She doesn't look happy. Let's get something straight. You put us in a bad situation. Tell me again when we're allowed to rest. As a reminder, B-Team wants to kill each other. B-Team extremely wants to kill each other. We're not here because we want to be. Yeah, Juno looks pretty rough for a dead person. Well, no. Looks pretty good for a dead person.
Juno finally looks dead.
Almost. Please raise your hand if you are currently alive or should be alive and have not died before. Like, all but one person raises their hand. I don't know. Juno came up with the scheme that took down Bellower. I mean, if you wanna give credit where it's due, we beat Bellower because she came up with a plan that no one else would be able to do. Looks like 3 is ahead. We're gonna support Folka. All right. Juno's expression betrays no emotion. What would you recommend, then? Steam plumes from Folka's nostrils like an angry yak swirling through the cold air. Really? The Void does not seem like a cold place. The Void seems like a really humid place. I imagine it'd be like Jersey in the summer. What if Ivor made all the decisions? Should Ivor be making the decisions? Looks like 3 is ahead. If it ends this bickering, I'll take charge. Which, yeah, is a very Varl answer. Oh, good. The humans are... Oh, God, I need to keep them apart. Oh, my God. I hate babysitting these children. I don't think anyone has metal horns. 3 is 1. Well, hopefully she doesn't mind control you. She might do that. She does that sometimes. That's her thing. Onward. We have 133 renown.
The Godstone ahead shimmers. It seems to hold some sway over the darkness somehow. Or maybe the darkness itself finds them distasteful.
There's a Godstone here. And it's glowing. And there's people near it. A golden glow greets you, the first warmth you felt since entering the darkness. Disheveled women and children huddle on one side of the Godstone while a dredge sits on the other. The dredge has arranged a circle of obsidian stones around itself, and just outside that lie the bodies of a couple dead men. Ain't this a sight? Ollie grins. Then he frowns. I have a feeling this is about to become our problem. Finally. Someone has come to save us. No, we're not here for that. The matronly woman's face falls as she gets a better look at you. She points with an accusing, shaking finger towards the stone singer. Yes, we've brought more dredge. To keep you company. Also, hi. The stone hurler stands within its ring of stones, warbling loudly as you approach the Godstone. The old woman recoils in disgust. This one is terrified of you, Ivor.
Yeah, I feel like all 3 of these are stupid questions.
Slightly.
Why is this one afraid of me? It paid attention in school.
Yeah,
It's been awake for the last few years. It's heard of Ingvar.
Yeah, it's true. We do know the answer to all these questions, but we'll ask anyway, since 2 has taken it. Thank you for that follow, Mike M. VLO2. Welcome. Because she said so. Called you Destroyer. Also, yeah, there you go. There. Female. Now we know. For this one particular dredge, and never for any other, because who knows? Also, Efroon here is great. Oh, I'd heard of the Destroyer before. I had no idea I was traveling with him. Is that you? You're the Destroyer? Neat. Thought you'd be bigger. Where would you hear such a thing?
Ivor does not destroy.
Traveling with the Volca? Yeah, you kill one baby and you never live it down.
That's him, the baby crusher.
The old woman rejoins you again after a heated battle of whispers with her kin. She clears her throat. So, of course, the only people that are left behind, you know, at the end of the world are the crazy ones who went to go pray when the void wall came. We're only alive because of this Godstone. A miracle. And they say the gods are dead.
Yes.
Okay, this is just comical. And then this dredge comes from nowhere, killed my husband, but he deserved it, so, you know, shrug.
My dumb potato bitch ex-wife. God rest her soul.
Oh, I hate her. She gestures rudely at the stone hurler. It makes a hissing sound, like escaping steam. You'll take us somewhere safe, surely? Surely you will. No, you don't. You don't want to come with us. You do not want to go where we're going. Don't leave this slag alive to kill us and eat our children. Yes, that's what they do. Chat seems to want to get the translation here. We have someone who can, it seems, reliably communicate with the dredge, which is something which we have not had before. Alright, that seems pretty clear to me. What's the dredge side of the story? Number 2. Hilde bristles at the implication. Efroon taps her spear and the horns vibrate with a faint hum. The dredge sings a soft response. They left her no choice but to defend herself. Stuck here, same as them. She snatches something shiny from the hands of one of her kin, waving it in front of you. Is this what you want? Money? Trinkets? Actually, yes, we do want trinkets. Please give us trinkets. Do you have any weird trinkets for us? Just bring the stone hurler along with us. We've already got 1.
Who?
2. But you said it was terrified of me. Then she's not going to fight about it. And go. Number 1, keep your trinkets in the dredge. We're leaving. Number 2, convince the stone hurler to come along with us. Number 3, kill the dredge. Everyone wants more friends. Understandable. More friends could be very important at this stage of the game. Number 2 is 1. Alfrun speaks to the dredge again. It shows little emotion, but that just may be because it lacks facial expression. Quite the crew you've gathered, Destroyer. Don't call me that. Hilda pockets her heirloom, offering only low curse is angry that the dredge lives on. Shit, I wanted that. Wanted that trinket. Well, take the renown, though. So, here we are. Here's our camp. A chance to rest. I have no idea what the trinket is because I also took the dredge. You notice Folka standing alone, arms crossed, sporting a deadly scowl. Oh yeah, we're doing great. Leader is hunting us down. We've been kidnapped by witches. We're arguing about how many dredge we can save along the way. She glares at you through narrow eyes. I think we can ask all of these. How did the woman get accepted by the Ravens? This is the part where you ask me about my past. We talk about family and hug. Wait, what is black snow? I mean, yellow snow, I get that, but what is... It's just soot snow. Considering you didn't even mention family, you doubt that's the whole story, but you let it drop. She's still glaring at us, but we can still say things at her. You still care about Bulwark. Haha, you care about people. Are you trying to piss me off? Imagine little Alette hunting you through the darkness trying to rip your throat out. You didn't know Alette. She wouldn't do that. Now some arse accuses you of having feelings about it. Angry Folka is pretty funny. You notice Folka's hand instinctively go to the axe Bulwark had thrown at Ivan a few days back. She was technically there at Borsgard when we first met the Ravens. What are you going to do with that axe? You've got one of his axes. He can't berserk properly without both of them. Yeah, she didn't really appear as a character until the second game. I'm not gonna kill anyone. Yet. Plan hasn't gotten to that point. This just seems like it's gonna make her madder, but you know what? We're already here. We might as well go for the full... Yeah. Yeah, the ravens don't judge as long as you kill people at an order.
Hey, Falca, it's time for your character building conversation tree. Fuck you!
Fuck off. So how do you feel about fuck off? Oh, you got me talking about are we done here? Yeah, we're done. Thanks, Falca. Good talk. I'll
The only
talk to...
backstory here is the tale I'm going to tell about where I put this spear. You don't turn around.
Get it, lol.
Thank you, Slowbee, for the for the 420 bits. Much appreciated. I like this. Alright, I'll talk to you over Juno because I hate her, but you're not cool. I don't like you. Alright?
You're not my new dad.
Also, this is just... I'm not convinced Bulwark doesn't have a good reason for what he's doing. Alright, now you're maybe losing it a bit, Falca. I'm sorry. Also, you can't sit with us at lunch. I don't... You know what? Like, I'll give you... I don't know what this choice means, if it means anything at all, but here you go. The poll has started. Number 1, alright, you made yourself clear. Number 2, I don't like this any more than you do. I don't know if I would say she's clingy. Like, she kind of carved out her own space of comfort, and that has been shattered by the events of this game and the previous game. She just seemed to be, like, fairly satisfied running with the Ravens and, like, running in second in command of the Ravens. But yeah, everything that was the least bit comfortable or familiar to her has been destroyed, and now her boss is hunting her down and trying to kill her. It's not a great situation. We don't like this either. Also, take it easy, which seems like a great thing to tell someone who's angry. Bad things happen when I let my guard down. Excuse me while I gather the unkindness. Is that what you call a group of people? That's what they call a flock of ravens. Okay. Alright. The unkindness sounds like a ship from, like, Legend of the Galactic Heroes or something. We can also talk to Elfrune. Let's do that. Elfrune finds a quiet moment to make her way over to you, leaning on her staff. She uses her staff to talk to the dredge. She's got a tuning fork. Like they do. Why didn't you tell me, Varl? Tell you what? About being the Destroyer! You're the coolest guy ever! It's not something that comes up often. Elfrune might want her autograph. I spend a lot of time alone or with the sculptors. More precisely, they say something like, "We who shaped the stone, but it's close enough." You didn't think the Dredge called themselves Dredge, did you? So Elfrune has been with the Dredge for a while, it seems. Knows quite a bit about their culture. More than almost all people know about the Dredge. So now it seems like we can get some info about them. How'd you learn mending out here on your own? We pluck at the threads of reality. almost anyone can see them. We've heard that before. We know that common people can learn how to do mending. In fact, if you do the Alette route in this game, Alette can learn mend. That's one of her later skills in the second game. The gods. But who taught them? Don't think so highly of your mender friends. Yeah, dredge is essentially a slur that they make, dredge, slag, it's all, it's all refuse terms for
We call them garbage.
right. Like that's deliberate. I mean, the only reason we don't know what they're called is because they speak in warbling. They don't use words like we do.
Their proper name is a strange hooting tone.
That's my name. That's my name. Alfrun trained to be a mender when she was just a girl. They tried to kill me. Believe it or not, the Varl right there was the one who sent to do it. She points to Bersi. Interesting. I don't think he even remembers me. I looked different back then. Yeah, the game is acknowledging that Bersi exists.
Bersi is canon.
Bersi is real. They train their simple-minded menders to heal stubbed toes and raise walls, to find distraction from the powers the Volca actually wield. The real power, the stuff we've seen Juno and Ivan do. But if an apprentice doesn't have the skill to control their powers, they're a threat to the mender's reputation. Of course, reputation matters in wizard culture. If you show too much skill, well, you're an even bigger threat. Tell us about the sculptors. You all need to stop looking at everything as us and them. Some are friends, others are not. The same as any people anywhere. She calls her dredge ally to join you. Kiwi is one of the new breed. He's a diplomat, like me. New. The first dredge were all made by a real bastard of a god to kill and to destroy. But there's a second generation of dredge who learned to make their own kind. Fascinated Box, thanks for that follow. Welcome. A second generation of sculptors. They can change. They should learn how to speak our language, probably. That would help. At least, I don't know, write? Something. A way to communicate would help, I think. There was even a Sunder, Chime, who could echo any sound in any language. She spoke for the new generation of dredge. Ah. Chime wanted a peaceful resolution to turn back the darkness and save them. She was killed at Grofheim. We don't know what happened at Grofheim. We just walked over the ridge and saw it was on fire. It was destroyed before the Varl got to it in the first game. By her own kind. I see. Kiwi nods his head slowly and makes a low tone. Also, hello, Kiwi. Welcome to the conversation. Thank you for joining us. You're always welcome here.
Beep.
He has no hatred of you. Also, no fear. I'm not afraid of you, Destroyer. I know what you did. What kind of dredge secrets can you tell us about? Since, we're getting into all kinds of interesting stuff here that the series has only hinted at. For nothing? The rarest secrets don't come cheap. Tell me about being the Destroyer. I need to know. Do we tell her about the incident? Ivar's incident? Number 1, if you promise to keep it to yourself. Number 2, no thanks. Number 3, how can I trust you? Honestly, 3 is kind of irrelevant. Frosty Fromage, thanks for your follow. Welcome. Chat seems to trust Elfrune. I mean, Ivar has told people before. You know, it seems like he's told Varl the least. Like, he's told humans about it. I feel like he's least willing to tell the Varl about it. If you keep it to yourself. And we get to hear it again. Raise, it was no legendary battle. He brought her head back to the Varl and they invented their own stories. Found her in a snowstorm alone. She was nursing an infant. Accidentally killed the child and then took her head. Yes, it was Bellower's child. How do you know that? It is known in the Dredge culture. It's very well known. A story that every Dredge knows. Good talk. We'll see you later, I guess. Just one more thing. Are those Varl horns on your staff? Elfrune laughs with genuine mirth. They were a gift. I have friends of all sorts. They don't look like Varl horns. They look pretty small.
Yeah, if you put those on a Varl's head, they'd be tiny, dainty horns.
Yeah. And there really aren't tiny, dainty Varl. Oh, man. These injuries are brutal. But we do have more players to use, so... Our trinket situation is dire, but other than that, I'd say we're okay. Maybe rest one day. Also, you can choose... the heraldry option in the main menu of the game lets you change what this banner is. And there's like a billion different crests, kind of like in a... What was that game that Doc was playing? Mountain Blade.
Mountain Blade.
Yeah. I might rest for one day. There. And yes, we have 3 Dredge now. We've got... oh yeah, we got Castaway. Here's Castaway, 10 and 11. Dredge Hurler. Dredge female found reluctantly stuck within the darkness of the Godstone Dangler. She seems rather pragmatic about the whole situation. She's got 26 kills. Good for her. What's she got? She's got Sunstrike, which keeps enemies from using exertion. That can be useful, or special abilities. Or Shatterstone, which is the bomb, which at rank 3 can do 3 armor, 3 strength damage in a 1 space AoE attack that explodes after a certain point of time. She's got 3
We have
extra...
a Grenadier.
Yeah, we have a Grenadier. Oh, archers are good with puncture. However, definitely... No, not bonus hit chance. Strength attack. Avoid strength attack for sure. There is, you know, I don't know exactly what punishes us for resting at this moment, and I'd say that if the thing that punishes us is not active right now, I could rest 5 days, no problem, without any consequences. But I'm not going to find out if that's true or not. In fact, what we're going to do now, we're going to segment the video, and we'll be right back with more The Democratic Saga.